It's Moose Science Gal and Girl.
Hey!
And we're looking festive today with our turtleneck.
Yeah, she's really sporting it. I'm here.
I might get her a flannel like that and a turtleneck for Christmas.
Oh. So, Mood Science Gal today has an experiment to show. So, I'm going to be her lovely assistant. I'll pick up the video so that you can show everybody, okay?
Well, I got to give a special thanks to Mystery Doug and my wonderful teacher, Moose Science teacher that works at EFR. And so we are learning right now about water and different types of water, aquifers, but right now we're going to zoom in on just rain clouds and evaporation. So, Moose Science Girl, when I'm going to go get my picture of evaporation, will you tell them how rain forms?
Absolutely. So remember that clouds are made up of water vapor. In fact, we can actually see it. They actually condense that we can see. Ooh, condense. They condense around tiny particles called condensation nuclei.
I love that word.
And that can be like bug parts and dust, and the water molecules combine around those. And when they get too heavy, they fall out as precipitation. But how does that water get up in the atmosphere in the first place? Evaporation. All right, take it away.
Here's my picture. Down here we have our aquifer. So here's like mud, and it's kind of like a pond that's just starting. Like, say,
but like an underwater, right?
Yeah. Say I wanted a pond out in my backyard. Where's the water gonna come from? I can't just take a dump truck and take water. So what I need to do is keep digging or try to find an aquifer.
Yeah.
Now, up here we have our molecules that form up here, and then the rain. And once the rain comes down,
it soaks through the ground.
It rises back up as a gas. So it falls down as a liquid, and then goes back up as a gas.
It evaporates. So it changes from being a liquid to a gas, which we studied in our different phases of matter.
Or have you ever seen this, Moose Science friends? When you turn the water on and then it kind of goes and it steams?
Yeah, but that's a little bit about steam and heat, though. Yeah. We're talking about you leave that, cup of water out or something, and sometimes you're like, did I drink all that? Well, no, it evaporated. Let's get started on our experiment.
So, you're going to need, what you're going to need, some, doesn't have to be super small, but some water bottles. So, what you're going to need, Moose Science friends, is your 2 water bottles. One with really cold water, and one with super hot. Next, you're going to need 4 paper plates and some really tiny cups. Maybe like little party cups. Then you're going to fill, and you're going to take your big cup. And the next thing you're going to do, Mystery Doug, and what you're going to do, you're going to pour, I have some examples. So you're going to go and you're going to pour your cold water in 1 cup. You're going to not pour all of it in. You're going to take your hot water. And to make sure you know which is which, you're going to food dye it if you wanted to. Just be careful you have an adult. So I have my hot and my cold, right, Moose Science friends?
Awesome.
Next, we're going to take our cups, right?
Okay.
Put it on the top. We're going to put the cold one here and the hot one here. Now, it might take a few days, Moose Science friends, or maybe you can switch it up, like cold and hot and hot, or
So,
and cold.
Do you have an idea, Moose Science Gal? Do you have a hypothesis?
Of course I do, if I had my thinking, Moose Science Girl. And maybe my hypothesis, I think that as it's starting to form here, that it'll get like all foggy and like rainy kind of. Like
On which part, Moose Science Gal? On the bottle or
right
on?
here.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Because this is kind of like your ocean. It's kind of rising up from the ground, and then here's your rain, and it's like mixing together to make what fog. Or kind of Moose Science friends, like in the morning if you wake up, your windows are all like watery and moist.
Oh.
That's kind of, or if you ever slept out in a tent and it's like all soggy once you get out. Ugh.
We actually call that, I just said the word condensation nuclei. But that's really condensation because you know what? If I were to take a glass, and in the summer I go out with I know you love ice, Moose Science Gal, but then the outside of the glass gets all watery. Did the water pass through the glass to the outside?
Maybe.
No.
But let me think about this. It's called sweat.
Right.
But that's an idiom. Water
Sweating.
bottle sweat.
How about sweating like a pig? So what you're hoping to see is maybe some condensation. This will be interesting. So this is cold, and this is hot.
Feel this right now.
Oh my, that's really
Feel
warm.
This one. It's like passing.
And that one's cold. That's really,
passing through the cup and like feeling it.
Wow, I wonder if that's cooling and warming the air. I wonder which one.
Why?
That's really interesting. So you know what, friends? This is a really interesting, and in fact, I think you've got, so we're setting up.
Here's the sweat.
Oh, right there.
It's
Look
from
at
another
that.
science experiment, but it's like sweaty and like.
So I wonder if you did the same thing, would it happen?
It's even on the top.
Wow. And that was in the fridge, right?
Yeah.
And a refrigerator keeps things cold, right? It's really weird. So you know what I like best about Moose Science Gal's experiment? I like that she's trying it and she doesn't know the answer. And you know what? That's what science is all about, friends. She's trying it and then she tries to explain what's going on.
And if something doesn't go as planned, try it again.
And you know what? And she says it doesn't go as planned, but she doesn't know what's supposed to happen. And that's the best part. It's kind of like surprises. And you know what? One of the best ways to tell whether she's correct and what's going on is if she gets done with the experiment and then she does it again. And then she does it again. And she does it again.
It's like cooking. Like if you cook, like when I was younger, I started making brownies or chocolate frosting. First time was terrible. I put 4 cups of salt.
Not good.
And then I tried again, and it actually tasted very good.
She's a great cook. And you know what? Baking is a lot like experiment. So, hey, give this one a try at home and see if you can come up with what's going on in there, okay? All right, stay sciencey, friends. See you later.
Bye.